Greetings, everybody. Dan Scott, Bible Geek. Back again with another video where here in Genesis chapter 2, verse 1, we see the very first occurrence of the word host, which is from the Hebrew Sabaoth. And notice the context. And the heavens and the earthland were completed. Which then brings us to the New Testament writ, where we find two occurrences of the word Sabaoth, where we see here it's a Greek transliteration of the Hebrew term Sabbath, 6635, which we just considered. And the two occurrences are found here in Romans 9:29 and James 5:4, where notice here in the context of James, there are the cries for the help of those harvesting that have come into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, Lord of hosts. So here the harvesting that will come into the Sabaoth are the last of the right hand of the body of Christ. In John 4:36, Jesus said, the harvesting one takes reward and leads to gather fruit into Aeonian life. So the finishing of the fruit is Aeonian life. And the heavens and the earthland were completed, of Genesis 2:1. Okay, so there are still those who will not come into this completion, who are not the right hand, but the left named. Matthew 25:41, where we see the segregating of the right hand from the left named, where the last of the right hand are my least brothers, who are the last to come into the Sabaoth, where then the left named are said, go away from me, you having been cursed, into the Aeonian fire, which is actually a judgment. So this is how we have to understand the context of the second occurrence here of Sabaoth in Romans, where we read, and Isaiah has talked before, except, meaning if not the Lord of Sabaoth had not internally left down to us a seed, as it were, we would have been made to become as Sodom, and as it were, we would have been made to become as Gomorrah. So here, the internally left down to us seed here, in the new heavens and earth, Isaiah 66, so will stand your seed and your name, who are not the Sabaoth. All right? These are all flesh, where your seed and your name are the internally left down to us seed here, who are not the Sabaoth. But if we back up, these are under remnant will be saved. Not into the Sabaoth of hosts, but as the seed of Jacob to carry on the bloodline in the new heavens and earth. When Jesus cried out, my God, why did you leave down me? He's quoting Psalms 22:2, who are the cries of the left named. Where when we come down to verse 24, we read, all the seed of Jacob glorify him. So remember, the name Jacob was prior to it being changed to Israel. Genesis 32:29, where when we back up, we see the black redness has ascended is the fourth watch time. So, send me away, for this cause the black redness has ascended. But he spoke, no, not do I send you away, unless you have blessed me. So his name was changed to Israel. Point being is that in Psalms 22 here, the seed of Jacob is the under remnant who carries on the name of Jacob, Israel, in the new heavens and earth, who will not participate in the heightening of the body of Christ. Remember, the first occurrence of host in Genesis was the new heavens and earth, where here in 2 Peter chapter 3, we see the transition here where the present will life differently come pass by and scorching and melting, etc., etc. But when we back up here, Peter is quoting Psalms chapter 90, verse 4. However, there's a part that's left out where if we go there, we read, "For 1,000 years in your eyes are but as a yesterday's day when it passes by." So here's the transition. "And as a watch time in the night," which the Old Testament, begard time, is the same as the New Testament. Okay, which morning here in Mark 13:35 is the fourth watch time or begard time of the night. So when we come back here to Psalms chapter 90, we see the context. As a begard time in the night, which is the fourth. You pour them out, it is as asleep while they become. In the morning, they are as like grass, which takes us right back to James, right? Which is actually the context of the left named who are cursed. The rich in his going will fade. James 5, "Come now, you rich, sob and howling ones, on account of your wretchedness that is coming upon you." Okay, so here, then, when we come down to verse 5, we see the context of the Sabaoth in the harvest, who take Aeonian life, who are the last again, the last of the right hand, where the left then are said, "Go away from me," where they're reveling on the earthland in the day of slaughter, which is actually the third watch time conclusion. And where we also see Sabaoth here, we see perceive the reward of the workers mowing your regions, etc., which is not the reward of Aeonian life, concerning the harvesting ones who take the reward. Those harvesting which come into the ears of the Lord of the Sabaoth. No, they are children of curse, Matthew 25:41, according to the reward of unrighteousness. 2 Peter chapter 2, verses 13 through 15, where according to the new heavens and earth, 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 13, in a parallel to the creation of the present heavens and earth, when it was completed with all their hosts, Sabaoth, they will not come into the completion of Christ, right hand, Sabaoth, but be internally left down to us a seed. Think about it.